Hi YouTube, how you doing today? I told you guys a little while back we were going to do a video out in West Virginia with my brother and do a campfire tripod, and that's where we're at today. And first of all, I want to thank God for safe travels out here to West Virginia. We left a little early to get ahead of a winter storm that came through. It turned out to be pretty much nothing around here, but God is good to us, and we thank Him for everything He does for us. We want to welcome you today. We started out, and we're going to do the Tremel that I talked about earlier on one of my videos, and we got the metal in the forge now, and it's getting hot. We pounded on it some, but we got a long ways to go with it, but we'll get there, Lord willing. And it may be a little noisy for some traffic running by if you hear that, but just disregard that. And we'll get going on this. So, here we go. A couple more hits on this metal. And what we're doing with this is we're drawing this out to where it comes out to a taper, and then what we'll do is we'll turn this back at a hook so it can hook up on the hook when we get the tripods made. And once we get the tripods made, I'll show you exactly what's going on with the Tremel. So let's get it in the forge and get a little bit more heat on it, get this thing hotter. I hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you're faring good. I hope you enjoy this video. If I don't burn this up first. Turn it back on. Alright guys, we're still pounding on this metal. We'll get it there. It's coming though. And while you're doing that, you just want to make sure that it's staying straight on the bottom and everything's flat as you can get it when you're hammering. You're going to have some hammer marks in there, but that comes along with the hammer, and so. But as you can see, she's coming along good. I think we may have to go back a little bit more to get the hook that we want to get though. So let's get this heated up back here a little bit more and hammer some of that out.
What are you doing, drawing it out more?
Yeah, I want to get more heat back in here to get a longer piece on it. To get a longer piece on it so we can draw it out more to get our hook in it.
Trying to thin it out.
Thin it out. Yep.
Doing good, man.
Yeah, for the first time, it looks pretty good today. Looks like it's coming along.
He's a propane forge guy.
Yeah, not too keen on charcoal yet. My brother's helping me out with that though. We're doing all right.
It heats up pretty quick though once you get it going.
Oh, she put some heat on her. A lot quicker than that propane does.
Man, it's cold for me.
We're getting up there. Here we go. Let's draw this thing out some more. Just cleaning it up, getting it a little flatter for us. All right, from this point, what I want to do is I want to draw this point out a little bit more so we can get our curly Q on there, and then we can start bending our hook in there. But I think we're tapered out pretty good on it. So let's put a little bit of heat on this end, and then we can work on that, my first curly Q. All right, guys, we're going to try to do my first curly Q on this piece of metal. And from looking at this, I want my curly Q to come around this way, and then if I don't get shot with a piece of coal in a minute, but we're good over here. I want the curly Q to come this way, and our hook is going to go this way. And then once we get our hook around, we want to make sure the center of that hook is lined up with the center of our flat stock. That way everything, when it hangs straight up and down. So we're going to put a little bit more heat on that. We're going to try our curly Q, and then we'll bend our hook around.
Curly Q man.
Never done one. You got it off. Yeah, this is my first curly Q, so we're going to work on it. So but we know it's going to come out good.
You got this.
She's hot enough. I think I need to taper it out just a little bit more though, because I don't think that is out there where I need it. Hopefully I got enough heat on here to get it going. Not too shabby, I don't think. I think it turned out pretty decent. Let's put her back in the heat and get some of these pound marks out of this metal before we bend our hook in. So here we go.
You're on.
Ain't got enough heat on it. I gotta get some more heat on there. See where I'm headed with that? I want to get this curve around more. It's kind of hot up on that end, but I want to get this curve around a little bit more so we can get our hook started, and then we'll straighten it up once we get it back there. Because like I told you, I want the center of this hook lined up with the center of the straight bar once we get it there. So let's get some more heat on it and get it bend around there.
So how do you like the cold forge?
It gets a lot hotter than my forge does. It takes a little while for that propane to heat up and get those bricks hot inside, but this thing gets pretty hot.
It's got forced air.
Yeah.
It's blowing hot on them hot coals all the time.
Yeah. It'd be easy to burn a piece of metal up in here real quick.
I have many times.
I'm just hoping we draw that out far enough to so we can get our curve in there. It seems my metal wants to get hot out on the end before it gets hot where I need it at though. All right, let's see what we can do with this now. We don't need a big of a hook on there, but big enough to just to hook on that ring that we're going to hook on the tripods. We're almost there. We just want to keep everything straight. As straight as we can get it. Looks pretty good. Now see where I was talking about? Let me see if I can find something straighter to show you. I want the center of this hook to line up here. So we need to draw this back to where it, and what we'll do is we'll heat it up here and then kind of manipulate the metal to get it to go back to where it needs to be lined up center here. So we're going to put it back in the heat and go from there.
Alright guys, this is Jody back with you. Here with Eddie from Backyard Custom Knives. We're just working on this camp tripod. And I'm going to attempt to drift some holes through this piece of flat stock. First I got to find where he marked it, which I can see it there. Almost punched it out. It came out. All right, there's one, guys. Bear with us, we got some work to do. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to get this hole a little bigger. Got it started some. Now I'm going to try your trick. I'm not real good at drifting holes. Huh?
First attempt of making a circle out of this rebar, if these tongues will cooperate with me, which they're not. It's getting there though. We got to curve this other end around to meet that end, and that will make our complete circle. Let's get some more heat on it, guys. Oh, we have a visitor. We have a visitor that very rarely shows up on my videos. My middle son, you've heard me talk about him. He's standing behind the camera right now, so I'm in front of the camera. Maybe we can get him to come in front of the camera and say something to you today. Another attempt to get this thing curved around. All right, now we're gonna have to go from this end and to meet that end, and we'll have our complete circle. So let's put some heat on this side and get it pounded around there. Alright guys, we're almost there with this circle. All we got to do is get it connected. And get this thing flat where we can get it to curve exactly right. I don't have enough heat on it yet though. I want to get some more heat in this area so I can make a more of a circle instead of an oblong. So here we go. Put it in the fire and get some more heat on it. This is a trial to see how many times I can drop the metal. Almost there. I'm going to get a little bit of heat in this area to push this down. Actually, in these two areas, to push this down to make the complete circle, and I think it'll work then. Let's get it back in the heat and see what we can come up with. I'm on. Alright guys, we're putting a 90-degree on this to go on to our trammel that we've done. I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead and knock a 90 on this, and then I'll show you the trammel. And it doesn't have to be complete 90 because you want a little bit of angle on that to get it, to make it go in and out of the trammel better. So we're straight. Hopefully the cameraman can keep up with me. I move a little quick sometimes. This is our trammel, which this is going to be going in and out of here to adjust the height of your pot coming down off the bottom of the hook once we get the hook on there. Now on the bottom of this piece there's going to be a 90 coming up this way with a bottom hole for this to go through and a hook on the bottom of this for your pot to hook onto. Makes sense now, don't it? Once we got everything going in the way we need to go. So we're heating up the other piece of our rebar now to make the complete circle for the tripod, and then we'll get back with you. Alright guys, what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to get a flatness out on this end of this rebar a little bit. But we're going to turn this into a circle and bring it around probably about an inch circle to hook onto this piece, which is very hot right now. Alright, I think I got it cleaned up enough. I'm just going to bring it around and make a circle on it. Am I on? Okay, what I did here guys is I just flattened that out a little bit. I wasn't going to do it at first, but I decided to go ahead and do it because it's going to bend easier when I go to taper that curve around to hook onto this hot piece. So let's get some more heat on it and we'll start to circle on that. Alright guys, we're back and here's where we're at with this. Got the circle started on here, which is going to hook onto this, but we're not going to close that up until we get ready to hook this on here. And we're going to do two identical this to hook onto here. Two will go this way, and the other one will turn the opposite way to make the tripod. Once we get the other ones turned around, we'll get back with you and we'll hook them onto the hook, and we'll show you how it turns out. Alright guys, we're back with the finished project of our campfire tripod and the trammel that holds the pot. We have a bucket on there for right now just for an example of what can be done with it. You can start at the top hole and you can see you can adjust all the way down to the bottom if we need be, and we're getting close to the fire to cook the product quicker. turned out awesome, I think, with a little bit of work, but it looks good today. I appreciate you guys coming along with the video and the campfire tripods that we made, and we hope that you guys have a blessed day, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Thanks guys, have a nice day.
Thanks guys.